What's up guys, Skippy Africanus here, and today we have another weird cartridge testing video. So the cartridge we're going to be testing is one of these two. You might be wondering which one it is, because surely you didn't read the title, but you're probably thinking to yourself, Scipio, those look exactly the same. Well, they're not. One is a 7.63 Mauser, and the other one is the original chambering for the gun, a 7.62 Tokarev. Which, if you are unaware, the 7.62 Tokarev is really a damn near copy of the 7.63 Mauser. I mean, don't they just look identical? The Soviets basically copied the 7.63 Mauser, but they added a lot more power behind it. To the point where you don't really want to shoot 7.62 Tokarev through guns that were originally chambered for the 7.63 Mauser. I mean, I myself have never tried it. I would imagine it would cycle just fine. The question is how long it would cycle just fine. You would certainly see some parts where firing one of these through a C96 broom handle, and I would not recommend it. But the question still remains, though, with the 7.63 Mauser being a little less powerful, would it still cycle reliably through, say, a CZ52? And to that question, I say, let's go ahead and find out. So, as mentioned, these are pretty much dimensionally the same. We'll try and make sure it feeds all right, of course, before we even bother going to the range. I imagine it should. Looks like it fed. Fed again, and again, and again. No issue right there. Everything would appear to be in working order when it comes to cycling them. Again, these are really just copies of the 7.62 Tokarev, just a little less powerful. So things like running them through the gun, normally that shouldn't be too much of an issue. In fact, even the bullet should be the same. They look about the same, so I'm going to assume they're the same weight-wise, diameter-wise, around a .309, give or take. Then we get the pulled Tokarev bullet, and that one also comes around .309. So as you can see, again, everything is pretty much the same except for power factor. So today we're going to be testing out if it just cycles through the gun. Now, that being said, before we end up going out there, well, I'm going to be firing 15 rounds. I'm going to be saving one for collection, but we got 15 rounds loaded into these two mags. I will also be bringing 16 rounds of regular 7.62 Tokarev, just to show you that this CZ52 is in working order, as if you haven't seen some previous videos, it's been through quite some hell. The only issue you may potentially see, because I can't recall if this surplus ammo did it, is hard primers. Which, if that's the case, I mean, if it fires, it's going to cycle, you know, the bullet's going to be in the chamber, but you might notice I have to recock the hammer. That, again, if it can cycle, it's going to run 7.62 Tokarev just fine, but you might get a little bit of a hard primer. I mean, if I get hard primers with, you know, the 7.63 Mauser, then I will definitely have to come back and get some fresher ammo for this thing, because that would tell me there's probably an issue with this gun. But I mean, hard primers, again, unless we get them with a 7.63 Mauser, we're not going to be too concerned with. But anyways, enough talking. Let's head out to the range, and let's see if this will work in this. Alright, so yeah, that 7.63 Mauser had some hard primers, so I had to order new ammo, which, if you were wondering why this video took so long, because you subscribed from iFunny waiting to see it, that was the reason I had to get new ammo. Sadly, I forgot to bring 2 mags of it, but 1 mag shows you the guns works just fine. And now, of course, the moment we've all been waiting for, 7.63 Mauser in the CZ. And like I mentioned, we have some hard primer issues, which genuinely surprised me because, well, I did not think that... I just didn't think it'd have hard primers, to be honest. But, as we can see, though, the 7.63 Mauser actually does cycle just fine, again, with the hard primers. And then you'll see in a moment right there, it actually has enough energy to lock the slide back, which, to be fair, this gun has some weak magazine springs, so I'm glad we got that caught on camera. It doesn't do it the second time. I mean, sometimes this gun will even lock back to 7.62 Tokarev, but all in all, as we can see, yes, you can shoot 7.63 Mauser in a 7.62 Tokarev chambered gun. I hope you all enjoyed the video as much as I personally enjoyed making it, and I will see y'all next time.